Well, friends, we are on our way now to Liberty Park, home of many awesome things, including the home of Nikki Boyer. What isn't a favorite thing about Nikki Boyer? She just is everywhere. Omnipotent. You know, you go to a political rally, she's there. You go to a fundraising event, she's there.
Nikki Boyer is, I would say, one of the foundational members of the queer community in Salt Lake City.
Nikki Boyer is Utah's queen badass, and she's been a total badass for 50 years. You have to bleep that.
The queen! Get in here.
It's your old buddy and girl.
Can I give you a hug?
My name's Nikki Boyer, and I grew up basically in Boise, Idaho, and then I ended up here. There was employment here. It was a large enough city and had a little bit of nightlife and a little bit of neon, so it was the place to come. In 1963 in El Paso, I met my first lesbian. It was all over after that. The first bar I went in Salt Lake was the old Radio City. That bar had been around since the 40s. So, you know, there was gay life even back then. We went in and home, I'm home. And I thought, okay, Salt Lake is for me. I could talk all day about the sun. It was a fantastic place. It's where we all went. We all wanted to go. Right here.
Oh yeah, show me where.
We're coming up to where the sun was.
Okay.
Right here on the corner. And
The
one
Essence.
of our sisters was right next door.
Which
So-
one did you like better?
Well, the sun, of course.
Of course.
I mean, the sun was the Cha-Cha Palace of all times.
The Cha-Cha Palace.
The sun was extraordinary. It was by far the best nightclub / dance club in the city. It had the best DJs, played the best music, and had the best bartender, Nikki Boyer. I was friends with Joe Redburn, who started the Sun. I just started bartending and managing and went on from there. One of the important things that Nikki did in the lesbian community was that she opened a bar, Sisters, and a second lesbian bar called Reflections. Gay bars in the 50s through the 70s were the unofficial queer community centers. It's where we met our girlfriends and our boyfriends. We talked politics, great exchange of ideas. And of course, Saturday night, you know, we'd go out and we'd dance and drink lots and lots of beer. Had a good time. Back in the 60s and 70s, we still had laws on the books that prohibited gays. Folks were very closeted because they were afraid they were going to lose their jobs, their family, their church. We were most afraid, I think, of the police, because on a Saturday night they get bored and they come out and they just beat the shit out of us. It generally was illegal for us to congregate. We did not have the right to assembly, the freedom of assembly that other folks did. Just being in a space with other queer folks lent itself to legal ramifications. And so there was just this constant vigilance. I think the biggest organizational period of time was when the AIDS epidemic came out. People were dying. All my friends were dying. Every day I'd get up reading the obituaries, and there was someone I knew in the obituaries. Lesbians stepped up, took care of our brothers, went and helped, changed diapers, fed, cleaned, did all those things to nurture our sick brothers. As a bar owner and a bar manager, we were looked on as leaders. So it was kind of a natural transition for me to get political with it. I got very interested in politics in the early 90s well, actually before that, I'll go back to the 60s. Civil rights movement, anti-Vietnam War activist, women's movement, which kind of morphed into the gay movement. I became active so that
I could be authentic so that I could live my own life, my own way.
Nikki has an ability to keep going while telling the heartbreaking stories. It's really a generational opportunity when we lean in to amazing people like Nikki. She's been amassing these stories for us and weaving them together. And that is invaluable because where we're going is nothing if we don't know where we've been.
My best advice for the next generation is don't fuck it up.
Have you ever been to jail? Okay.